Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Anastasia and I'm here to inspire you to develop yourself in a feminine way. Today I would like to share with you 5 ways to increase your feminine energy. Sometimes I hear from some women that they usually consider a woman to be feminine if she wears dresses and skirts all the time, if she has, like this pinky, flowery kind of image. However, I don't think that is what makes a woman feminine. Of course, appearance plays a big role in whether a woman looks feminine or not. However, a woman can wear a pair of pants and a t-shirt and still be feminine. So what is the secret? The secret is in energy, because when a woman has strong feminine energy, she just radiates beauty, attractiveness, gentleness, and all of these nice and pleasant feminine features that some of us are struggling to have. The first tip I have for you is to know your value. A feminine woman loves herself. She knows her value. She's proud of her personality. And because of that, she radiates confidence and calmness, because she doesn't doubt whether people are interested in talking to her. She just knows they are. And if they aren't, then it's kind of their problem, and she's not feeling bothered by that. She doesn't seek for approval from other people, and she doesn't justify herself. She just knows that she is gorgeous, and that's exactly how other people perceive her. If you don't have that self-confidence, and if you are unsure about your value, take a piece of paper and write down every single achievement, every single nice thing about yourself that you like in yourself. And don't stop until you have at least 30 points. Seriously, just keep writing. Have a look at yourself and find every single pretty features that you have, every single character qualities that you like about yourself. Write it down and reread that at least occasionally to remind yourself that you are worthy of love and admiration. A feminine woman knows her borders. She knows what is acceptable and what is not towards her, and she doesn't let people to cross those borders. She doesn't let people to yell at her or to be disrespectful. She knows how to be strict when needed. She commands respect, and knowing that she is respected, it makes her feel even more confident in herself and even more relaxed. And that, of course, affects the way her body moves and the way her voice sounds. But be careful and stay modest. There is absolutely nothing feminine about being arrogant. The second way to increase your feminine energy is to practice kindness. Femininity and kindness are tightly connected. I don't think a not kind woman can ever be seen as a feminine one. And practicing kindness is very easy. Be kind to your family members. Hug them more often. Tell them that you love them more often. Compliment people. Like, genuinely compliment other people. It'll make yourself feel so good, and it'll make your heart feel so kind and open. Nurturing is another way of practicing kindness. If you have children, wonderful. Be kind to your children. Embrace them as often as you can and caress them and tell them that you love them. If you don't have children, maybe you have pets. Also be kind to your pets. If you don't have even pets, nurture your plants. Water them. Open up your heart and let yourself be vulnerable and kind to other people, because you can't be kind without being vulnerable. It's just how it is, and there is nothing bad about it. Of course, you can be hurt, but by opening your heart, you also allow yourself to love much deeper and stronger than if you are afraid to be vulnerable and hurt. The third way to increase your feminine energy is to train your voice and laughter. Every time I hear someone complaining that they hate their voice in recording, I always recall those days when I heard my voice in recording for the first time and I realized that I hate it. Of course, we all do. But I didn't stop there. I didn't continue to hate my voice. Instead, I just recorded myself talking. I was just saying different things, playing with sentences, pretending that I'm having a conversation with someone. And then I would hear back the recording and I tried to pay attention to what is it that I like about my voice and what is it that I don't like. And then I tried to practice my voice and change the things that I didn't like. If I would spot an intonation, for example, that really made my voice sound unpleasant to my own self, then I just tried to make sure that I don't use that intonation. I just became aware of how my voice sounds and I practiced talking in a way that I enjoyed myself. And now I'm very happy that when I hear my voice in recording, I actually like it. The same goes for laughter. I also recorded the way I laugh. It was a little bit more complicated to force myself to laugh, but you'd be surprised. You can actually train it. You can learn how to laugh in a way that you like it. Sure, you can't radically change the way you laugh, but there are different ways to laugh. Like it's just a matter of noises you make. And I also recorded myself laughing like many years ago, and I'm very happy that people actually enjoy when I laugh, and I can laugh without this fear that somebody would find my laughter annoying. Give it a try. Just record your laughter and see whether you like it. And if not, just try practicing to laugh in a different way. The fourth way to increase your feminine energy is to nurture your body. Nurturing your body can generate a lot of feminine energy. Nurturing your body is so simple. Use a moisturizing shower gel with a smell that you find very pleasant. Use body creams and body lotions. Use body scrub. Make sure to keep your skin smooth and soft so that it's pleasant for your own self to touch your skin. Because knowing that you have a soft skin and that sensitivity of touching your own self is a very good boost of your feminine energy. It makes you get in touch with your own body, and it also affects the way you move. It makes you feel more relaxed. Also for relaxation, I recommend getting a massage or doing sports or stretching and yoga, those things, because the more relaxed our body muscles are, the more gracious our gestures and movements are, and that also translates into femininity. The fifth way to increase your feminine energy is to be mysterious. You know that there is nothing more attractive to a man than a mysterious woman. And I personally have two rules for being more mysterious. Rule number one is to always think before you speak. You know, like sometimes just making a little pause before you say anything adds that little charm to the way you talk and the way you seem. Compared to a woman who just speaks her mind right away without even thinking, it kind of feels like she's just a little bit too fast on her tongue, and there is literally no mystery. She just says whatever she's thinking. And if a woman takes a moment to think before she says something, it creates this feeling that, there are a lot of thoughts on her mind and she's choosing which one to share. She doesn't share every single one. And the second rule is to not be afraid of silence. So sometimes
it's better if you don't speak at all, American too.
There are a lot of people who feel very uncomfortable in silence when they are having a conversation with someone. But in fact, it's actually very good and nice to be able to maintain some decent amount of silence and pauses between conversations. because then you don't feel like you're forcing a conversation in person. If you learn how to feel comfortable while staying silent with another person, you come out as a better listener and also as a mysterious woman who just doesn't have the need to force a conversation on someone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me quickly recall the 5 ways to increase your feminine energy. Those are: know your value, practice kindness, train your voice and laughter, nurture your body, and be mysterious. I hope those tips can help you to increase your feminine energy. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe for more videos about self-development in a feminine way. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!